Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we got a video about mixtape videos titled Greatest NBA Players of All Time, right? Well, that's pretty good. It's pretty self-explanatory. But then in parentheses, it says viewer vote. So you guys, maybe not you in particular, but somebody at some point voted on this video, guys. It's got 3,000 likes, which is nice. It's got nearly 1,000 dislikes. So, I don't know, man. Greatest players, I assume it's going to be top 10. According to us, the viewers. Let's check this out.
Welcome to Mixtape
Better not be no bullshit. Better not be no Andrew Bynum.
We shared our top 10 greatest NBA players of all time.
Okay,
However,
WILT,
we wanted to get your input on the topic.
Larry Bird,
so
okay.
for the past couple of weeks,
Kobe,
we let
I'm
our
in for
viewers
it.
vote on who they thought were the greatest players in NBA history.
LeBron?
Well, the results are in. Let's see what you, the viewers, said. Number 10. There's always a measure.
Scottie Pippen, top 10 greatest player of all time? Really? Yo, give me some fizzy lifting drinks, man, because yo got me gassed up already, bro. You got to burp, Charlie. You got to shit, Charlie, all over this list. The Willy Wonka reference, man. Scottie Pippen at number 10? Yo, let me move myself up here. Just so you guys can confirm. Look at that, man. That's a 1-0. That is a 1 and that's a 0. I learned that shit in 12th grade, man. That's a 1 and a 0 right there.
Of controversy when Pippen is brought up. Some say
I like Scottie Pippen in top 10 though.
Underrated. Some say he was just as good as Jordan or maybe second all time to Jordan.
Who says that? I want to meet that person.
Look at him in this video, but he definitely had
I talk
an
to that
illustrious
person,
career.
man.
Aside
Number
from
2
the
all
6
time to
championships,
Jordan?
Pippen made 8 all-defensive first teams, 3 all-NBA teams, and is a 7-time All-Star, even winning All-Star MVP in 1994.
Call me a doctor, man.
He was top 10 in steals 5 times, and is actually number 6 all-time in that category.
Ain't nobody put no Scottie at number 10,
the
though.
Robin to Jordan's Batman, but they made a great team. In fact, they were just about an unbeatable team. Number 9.
Okay, I'm good with Tim Duncan on this list, no doubt.
Duncan showed up at 9 on our list too.
Best power forward all
time.
time.
In tune with the viewers on this one. It's hard to argue Duncan's spot in history with his rings, MVPs, and skill set.
I'm not mad about this one.
Pretty concrete.
I'm good.
Just about the only debate surrounding
boy
Duncan is
Sheed.
whether he's a power
number
forward
8.
or a center.
JK. Not really.
Well, he's listed as a power forward for 10 seasons and as a center for 8 seasons. So we're calling him a power forward. He's 11.
I don't remember playing no damn center for 8 seasons. Like towards like the tail end, you know, when we get a little Thunder Thought action going on there, he couldn't really keep up with the other power forwards anymore. But I don't always remember, man, they had like Matt Bonner out there, or like Nazir Muhammad, some other guys that I'm not thinking of, but I don't remember him like, I remember him playing center, but not that much. McDice, I think, was on the team for a bit.
5th all-time in offensive rebounds, 3rd all-time in defensive rebounds, and 8th all-time in total rebounds. Basically, he's just a very good rebounder.
Yep.
He's also 6th all-time in blocks, 14th all-time in points, 3rd
all-time that shot was clutch, man.
rating,
that shot was clutch.
6th all-time in win shares. Number 8, Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay.
Wilt Chamberlain was
Might argue
good,
he's a little low.
they had to change the rules just to match his size and skill.
Could argue he's a little low
Wilt
on this
holds
list.
over 70 records. He averaged nearly 23 rebounds for his career. He scored 65 or more
I think Wilt
points
gets hate
15
because of the era he
times
played in.
and 50 or more points.
They're like, well, what do you do it today?
118
You know, that's
times.
what people I think say
Probably
about Wilt.
just about the only thing we can't marvel at were his blocks, since those weren't counted during his career.
How many do you think he averaged?
However,
20 a
Harvey
game?
Pollack, known for being the best stat keeper of the time, would track Wilt's blocks and said that one night, Wilt got up to 25 blocks in a game. Some say Wilt would never be as good today as he was back then, since the competition back in his day wasn't as high as it is now.
But he's still...
That may be partially true.
See, the argument you gotta make there is it maybe not be like the greatest argument, but you get like a high school talent, high school player that's gonna go to the NBA. Like, they're obviously dominating the talent, but not like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, the talent's not as good, but you still have to do the things out there that you're doing. Does that make sense?
But
I think it does.
keep in mind that he still played against guys like
it
Bill
does.
Russell, Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bob Pettit, Jerry Lucas,
It was just
and
plumbers.
Taylor,
Just
to
some
name a
plumbers,
few.
right? I'm just joking, guys.
Take a look at
Clearly
their
not
career
plumbers.
numbers and then try to say the competition was too low. Number 7, Larry Bird.
Larry Legend at 7, okay.
Bird was one of the greatest shooters of all time, hitting some of the biggest shots in NBA history. He had the fortune of playing with some other great players like
hate on
Robert
Bird.
Parrish
I like
and Kevin
Larry Bird.
McHale, but he was still
He
able
stole
to
that bitch
stand
ass ball
out
from
on
my
his
bad
own,
boy Pistons,
proving
but
himself to be the MVP
Larry
on
with
a
the
team
steal.
full of legendary players. And that's
Lays it
saying
up, lays it
something.
in. Oh my god.
By the end of his career, he had won 3
Calm down.
championships,
Just watch.
2 finals MVPs,
Just watch.
3 regular season MVPs, made the All-NBA first team 9
Always
times,
liked this jump shot.
and had 12 All-Star appearances. Number 6, Kareem
Kareem at 6,
Abdul-Jabbar.
okay.
It looks like we're not the only ones who put Kareem above Wilt. Honestly, you can make a case for either one being better
I'll
than
take
the
Kareem
other,
over Wilt, I
but you
think.
can't argue with Kareem's longevity, and that's got to mean something. To be able to
also
average
in Full
over
House.
20 points a game for 17 years
So
is
it's Lonzo Ball,
absolutely
but,
amazing.
you know.
And the battles of
He's in
Wilt
Fuller
versus
House.
Kareem weren't as lopsided as you would think. In fact, Kareem got the better of Wilt
Kind of
on
weird
many
episode,
occasions.
but, you know.
Maybe Kareem never had a season like Wilt's 50-point season, but
Yo,
his
see that movie
career
put out
numbers
Ewing there? I call that the damn Exorcist, man. That dude's head was spinning, man.
are very similar. And who can forget the skyhook, the most unstoppable shot in NBA history?
Yeah, talk to Dirk about that.
Number 5, Steve
Woo!
Nash.
Fucking Steve Nash at 5! Who's doing this? And that's the thing is, like, people are gonna be in the comments like, Crispy, don't be disrespecting Steve Nash. I ain't disrespecting Steve Nash, but he's not a top 5 NBA player of all time. This is the first I'm hearing of this. Steve Nash at number 5? That's some... Number 5, guys, just hear me out on this. Viewer vote. Not one person, multiple people. Steve Nash, top 5 greatest basketball player in NBA history. Who's saying that? And I know he's got like his MVPs and stuff, and I know he's like one of the most efficient players, one of the greatest passers of all time. But you're not top 5. You're not. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry.
Trust me, we're just as surprised as you are about this one.
Bet.
Believe it or not, this is what you, the viewers, voted on.
Don't say
and
me.
Really, Steve
Don't put
Nash
my name in
did
this.
have an amazing career. He's a 2-time MVP and is 3rd all-time in total assists.
stole one from
That's
Kobe.
above Magic Johnson. Nash also has the highest career free throw percentage in NBA history.
Wow.
Has the 3rd highest assist percentage, again above Magic Johnson, and is 10th all-time in assists per game and offensive rating. To
Y'all
show
better have
how
Magic on this
efficient
list.
and skilled Nash was offensively, he had 4 50-40-90 seasons and just barely missed that mark on several
But
other
he is
seasons.
not top 5 all time.
Maybe it's the lack of championships that makes some people dismiss Steve Nash, but he's definitely solidified his spot as one of the greatest point guards of all time.
Apparently the best.
Number 4, Kobe
Kobe
Bryant.
at 4?
After 19 years in the league, it looks like the best of Kobe is in the past, but we can still marvel at his career. Kobe is a 5...
Where do you guys have Kobe at? Because I will say Kobe's the 2nd greatest shooting guard of all time. Number 4, like I don't absolutely hate it. Like, I just think Kobe's one of those guys where it's like you can make the argument. Like Steve Nash, I'm not arguing. Like he's not top 5. Kobe, like I could see like Kobe haters get mad about this. I'm not a Kobe hater. I'm not a Kobe lover. I recognize greatness, but apparently not in the case of Steve Nash.
5-time champion,
I
2-time
suppose.
Finals MVP, a 17-time All-Star, and was selected to the All-NBA First Team 11 times. He's 3rd all-time in total points and 11th all-time in points per
Where's
game.
Josh Smith? I'm just
Many
joking.
people harp on Kobe's
I'm just
supposed
joking, guys.
inefficiency, but he's actually
Had to.
7th all-time in offensive box plus
Rudy
minus
Gay.
and 12th
Gerald
all-time in
Wallace.
offensive win shares. Kobe is a
Clarence
polarizing
Scrummintime.
player, but he has the hardware to back up his status as an elite player and one of the greatest of all time. Number 3, LeBron
Ooh,
James.
LeBron at 3.
Here was one that upset a lot of people.
So he
by
probably
being
got
left
Magic
off
at
our
2.
list. There's no mistake that LeBron is a great player and easily the greatest player of this generation. He's won 2 championships to go along with 2 Finals MVPs and 4 regular season MVPs.
I gotta show that Pistons highlight. Nobody cares about this.
He's already 20th all-time in total points.
He didn't win it that
and
year.
2nd all-time in PER. He's 4th all-time in
Why are we
points
showing
per
this
game for the
bullshit? He didn't win it this
regular
year.
season and 5th
Show his
in points per game
Miami
for
Heat
the
highlights.
playoffs. LeBron has some commendable achievements under his belt. We left him off our list because he's still in his prime and his numbers reflect that, whereas the other players on this list have already suffered through their decline and their numbers reflect that as well. Where will LeBron be in PER, win shares, points per game, total points, etc. by the time he retires? He's on pace to be the greatest, but he hasn't done it yet. Number 2, Magic Johnson. Magic had some of the most amazing assists of all time and was fun to watch. During his 13 years,
all I'm going to say is that, LeBron James, we got him as number 3 because we haven't seen his total career unfold yet. But he's already played longer than Magic Johnson. So it's like, does that make sense? Like, I'm just saying, like, he's already played longer than Magic Johnson.
NBA career, Magic accumulated 3 MVP awards, 3 Finals
so at least we have that
MVP
comparison.
Awards, 10 All-NBA first-team selections, 5 championships, and 12 All-Star appearances.
At least he's over Steve Nash.
Magic Johnson is 5th all-time in total assists, not bad for what most would define as a short career. 18th all-time in steals, and 1st all-time in assists
got that
per game.
Tayshaun Prince hook shot.
Magic Johnson had an amazing career and is perhaps the greatest point guard of all time.
I love this pass. Yeah, that was nice. Ooh, man. What's up, glasses?
Number 1, Michael Jordan.
Yep, no arguments.
So we and the fans agree, Jordan is by far the greatest player of all time.
Well, I don't want to say by far
Speaking
anymore.
of longevity, Michael Jordan is the oldest player in NBA history to lead the league in scoring
with
with 28.7 points per game, which he did in the 97-98 season at 35 years old. When he was 40 years old, he dropped 43 points on the New Jersey Nets. When he was 38 years old, Jordan scored 51 points against the Charlotte Hornets. To show how far above the competition he is in the scoring category, Jordan holds the record for the fewest games needed to reach 31,000 points, which he did in about 1,000 games.
Yeah, we all know what about his greatness.
48 games after that, Jordan had reached 32,000 points,
Ain't
also
no surprises
the quickest in NBA history. People say Wilt Chamberlain was the greatest scorer ever. But did you know it's Michael Jordan who holds the record for the most career games scoring 30 or more points at 562? He also holds that same record for the playoffs.
Do we not count Brian
along with
Scalabrine?
The most 40 and 50-plus scoring games in the playoffs. We could go on. Basically, there's nothing
Yeah. We don't need you juicing up Jordan anymore. Okay. I think that's...
He simply was...
Yeah, they're still going at it. Still going at it with Jordan here. Okay. Overall, that list... There was certain aspects of it that weren't bad. Definitely not my list. Maybe that's a video for another day. If you want that video, drop a like on this one. It will not have Scottie Pippen at number 10. It will not have Steve Nash at number 5. It will not have LeBron James at number 3. Probably LeBron at... I still don't mind the argument of like, okay, we cannot give LeBron the number 1 spot until we see his entire career unfold. I'm still okay with that argument. I'm fine with that. But, yeah, man. User vote. Fan vote, whatever you want to call it. There's some bullshit voting on this one. I don't know. Steve Nash, number 5. Whatever, man.